Just returned from a long day in Udupi and I'm back here in the cozy comfort of my room on the balcony overlooking the sea. So this evening I thought I'd do my dinner on the balcony. You know, when you're back in South Canara, you feel like doing the Ganji. And when you do the Ganji, you have to do the Eti Chutney. And so that's what I asked for. But then the folks here said, you should also try this other chutney of this, with this tiny little fish. That's also very popular here. So they've added that to the mix. And to that, I also have some marwai suka. And what's nice here is that this marwai, actually I think it's not marwai, it's bigger than that. I think these are the mussels. The pachile as they call it here. And then I also have the Bolanjir. I think life at this point can get better in Thottam. I think that Ganji, which is made with a boiled rice, there's also a bit of tupa in that, a bit of ghee. Draw some of the chutney into that Ganji. That very sharp, pungent flavor of the Eti Chutney. You got to develop a taste for it, develop a palate for it. But those who love it know what I'm talking about. The fish certainly gives you a little more to bite on, to chew on. Actually speaking, this is all that you need. The Ganji, the chutney and also the Eti Chutney. But these, the Pachile Suka or the mussel suka is a nice extra welcome bonus. I'm loving the flavor of that suka masala. In the center it is nice and soft, but around the edges it will always be a bit chewy. But then that works well because within that chewiness you're also tasting the flavor punch of that suka masala over and over and over again. This will also be the sort that will do well with my Ganji. The Ganji is a nice happy canvas to assimilate and invite most flavors, including that suka masala. So good. Next for the Bolanjir. Nice tawa fry. Plenty of curry leaf too that I'm tasting in that. The flavor of the curry leaf. That masala has a nice sour, spicy sort of a punch. The sort that really hits you with its spice. This one is a little moist. I like the Bolanjir a little more crispier, a little more brittle for want of a better word. But I guess also here, because it has to travel from the eatery. So the meal that I had in the morning was from a home, and I think this has been sourced from one of their partner restaurants out here. So what the family has done is they have sourced out the best eateries in the area which do some great food. Because they are local, because they know the place, they make sure that even as a customer, when you are ordering, you're ordering from a place that has been tried, tested and vetted. And for some more of that Pachile. The slightly briny, wet, voluptuous bite of that mussel. You know, the feeling that I have here is like I own an apartment in this cozy nook of Malpe, Thottam beach, overlooking the sea. I've returned home from a busy day and I am savoring a nice Oota which feels rather home cooked in the warm comfort of my own home. I'm actually pleasantly surprised by the depth of food that I'm tasting here. The local flavors that you find in homes, the flavors that you find in the local restaurants, that's very hard for a typical chef or a restaurant to recreate. But out here they've tied up with all of them and that's what they bring to you. And I think it's also a great way for a business to integrate the local community into what they're doing. On that note, a full morsel of the Ganji, the chutney and some Pachile Suka, the mussel suka. So good.